But I do think in the same way as when you had the mass adoption of job boards, lots of recruitment companies and lots of job board companies were trying to educate hiring managers onto how to write a job spec, how to appeal to a candidate, how to describe the role and competencies and benefits and all that sort of thing. My personal view is the same thing needs to happen with regards to statement of work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that's what it is. Again, it's habit. It's a head of engineering department is used to going through to their recruitment HR manager to give them a whole detail of what they need from the skills of an employee they're going to hire. That HR manager or their HR team would then write up job descriptions with all the employments and perks and everything else. That goes to the talent team. The talent team then try to create attractive, snazzy job adverts or LinkedIn themes or whatever else off the back of it. That's an onerous process in itself, and often ineffective especially in areas of the market where talent shortage exists, right? It's the same if you just go backwards, and if you had more decision makers like the head of engineering who's prepared to engage with a statement of work supplier and give them full visibility on outcomes and deliverables, and say, okay, so take me through your project phase. Take me through exactly what deliverable you want at this stage, and this stage, and this stage, and this stage. What are the milestones here? Who are the key stakeholders? And if you're able to get them engaged to give you those information, because you can't create a statement of work platform properly without the engagement of the end user. But the point that I think you're trying to make, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it takes just as much effort to do that than to go through the writing of job descriptions, job adverts, and everything else. Am I right?
Exactly. I mean, it should tie into a business stakeholder's fundamental business planning.
Correct.
Because it should tie into what their objectives are and what they need to get done. That head of engineering is going to know what projects they're working on, how that needs breaking down and parceling up. And
Johnny,
really
if I just add in there, I think that's where I keep beating this drum about recruiters being able to move up the value chain. In an ideal world, I'd be sitting as an advisor to that board. And they're saying, well, we need to ramp up our customer service team. And I'll be able to map their talent to be able to say, well, does the pool exist for you? And is it best to do that this way? Or is it best to do it this way? Or best to do it that way? Or you need a team of Kubernetes technology developers. Okay, well, that's a skill shortage you're going to have struggle with. I think you need to work out a statement of work project. Depending on what sort of project we need to be delivering against, a good talent advisor could give you which solution fits.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's true workforce solutions, isn't it? It's actually helping that company answer the fundamental question, which is, what is the most effective use of my resources?
Yeah.